Who is a favorite author of yours who has inspired your writing?
Uh, that's kind of a difficult question to answer, and I don't really have necessarily a favorite author. I think in the context of the Liberty Arms and the books, hopefully that will follow on from it, um, I uh, I remember reading 1984 and that was obviously a very well known example of a book that imagines a future, and I think that and also Animal Farm, which obviously is a different way of re-looking at something that happened in the past, and those were quite effective, I thought. Uh, yeah, in making me think about kind of how to write speculatively, you might say.
Mm, yeah, classics,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, cool. What are your plans for the future then? We've got the two other books to look forward to. What are you working on now? Have you started writing those?
Uh, right now, I'm actually working on a completely different novel, which
Oh,
I had started writing maybe a year or two ago, and I've put down for 6, 7 months, and I'm just picked that up again because I'm having a little break from writing about the world of the Liberty Arms. I kind of started writing. I have written some more about that world, but I thought it would do me good to have a break and have a different style and subject matter. So yeah, so I've got a different work in progress at the moment.
okay, brilliant. Yeah, that can be really good sometimes to be working on two projects at a time and see where your attention goes, from day to day.
Yeah, I think it probably means that it takes longer to reach the end result for either project, but for me, it takes the pressure off a little bit on just working on one thing.
Yeah, definitely. Do you want to tell us a bit about that? Is it a similar genre or is it completely different?
No, it's completely different. So that's set in the present day, you might say, or our existing world, and it's about a woman who is a bit like lost in life and is looking for to find some kind of sense of meaning. Which is a fairly kind of woolly description, but that's yeah, and it's set in New York, so completely different.
I think I read some of it, right? At our writing group.
Yes, 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 you will have done. Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
great. It
yeah,
starts
yeah. Thanks.
with the breakup, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And again, I didn't really plot that out, but it starts with a breakup, and then this character is then left in a bit of a situation of not knowing quite how to move forward in life, and then she explores those options.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, that was really good. I really like the way you really notice small social things. Yeah, especially in a person that's trying to find their way. Yeah, you did that
Yeah,
well. Captured
thank
the.
you.
Yeah, it was cool.
Thanks. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And I'm hoping to, yeah. I kind of lost kind of a bit of enthusiasm for it, and I find it difficult to write if I don't have enthusiasm for the characters at that time. But I've picked it up again in the last week or so, and yeah, I'm enjoying it again. So that's good.
okay, brilliant. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, sometimes you just need a bit of a break, a bit of time for your mind to mull it over.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I
yeah,
think so. Yeah, yeah.
well, awesome. Yeah, and what advice do you have for new indie authors that are just coming into the scene and maybe need a bit of guidance?
I mean, in terms of writing, I would just say, perseverance and keep writing as much as possible. In terms of the kind of authoring or publishing process, I would say that you need a plan. There's a lot of steps involved, and I would say that treat it as kind of different to the writing. Write the book or whatever it is that you're going to publish, and then get a piece of paper down and write a list of steps. Go online, do some research. There's lots of advice out there. Make a list of steps that you're going to need to do, and then enact those steps. That's if you want to actually get your book out there and be noticed. If your purpose of self-publishing is just to have a book published so that your friends and family can buy it, etc., then there's a lot of steps that you won't need to do in terms of marketing. That's fine. But
Hmm.
if you want people to notice it, then there's a lot of steps to take.
Yeah, that's true. We always, well, the way I always talk about it is, to really reach like a wide audience, and, get a big readership. But of course, some people just want to self-publish a book, have it there, and like you say, just have it available for their friends and family. Um, uh,
Yeah, and you can. It's relatively new, I think, but you can. Amazon now prints paperbacks, print on demand, so and that's quite nice that you can, order your own book in paperback relatively cheaply, and then you can have a copy on the shelves, and your friends and family can have a copy on the shelves, which is
yeah.
kind of nice to have a physical book, not just a ebook.
hmm is the Liberty Arms available in paperback?
Funny you should ask. It's almost available, so it's
Cool.
out there, but I've just been going through my proof copy, and I need to make a couple of minor changes. So it will in the next few days be available on paperback.
Oh, awesome. Exciting. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we will share links so that people can find it.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
yeah. And yeah, you said there's a lot of stuff out there on the internet, lots of advice for indie authors. Do you have any resources that you could recommend or anything that's your go-to?
I follow there's a website called Jericho Writers, which you can join and pay a monthly fee, and they have access to lots of resources. I don't pay them a monthly fee, or I have in the past, but they have lots of advice on their website, and I get their weekly email newsletters as well.
Mhm.
And I took a lot of advice. I looked at other sites as well, but I took a lot of advice from that website.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, there's so much out there. You can definitely find the advice that works best for you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think the important thing is just searching for that advice. Yeah.
yeah, it's putting the time in to do that as well.
Yeah. Really great advice, really great insight. Thank you, Jack, so
No,
much.
thank you.
Um,
You're welcome.
yeah, I'm really excited from what I've read. I also read some of Rachel's story at our writing group as well. That was fantastic. Um, and yeah, obviously I read some of the prequel before I read The Liberty Arms, so I kind of
Yeah.
know the story a bit backwards. Um,
Yeah, and you
but
can actually, I think I said that on my website, but you can actually read either one at first,
mm,
and actually they both stand alone, I think. So yeah, I think that's okay.
yeah, definitely. But I look forward to now reading The Liberty Arms. It's definitely on my reading list.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, awesome. All right, thank you, Jack. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Yeah, it's awesome to see you again.
Yeah, yeah, nice to talk to you.
Sweet. All right.
Okay.